back to Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Wednesday, August 29th, 2018. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, bodybuilding fans of all ages, welcome back to another edition of RX Muscle's world-famous Recap Wednesday, where we're jumping right into the only action that took place this past weekend, the Golden State Pro. And in the Classic Physique division, top honors went to Portuguese assassin Fabio Lopez, who had more than enough firepower to hold off eventual second place finisher, Mr. No Need for an Official First Name here, Taylor. And closing out the top three was our old favorite, Garrett Coelho. In the open bikini division, veteran killer Camille Perriette cruised to another easy win as she forced veteran Monica Ellis to settle for second. Top honors in Masters Bikini went to the pride of Mesa, Arizona, Heidi Powell. And finishing in the runner-up position here with another solid effort was veteran Jerry Berger. I'm not gonna lie, every time I take my kids to the zoo, it kind of makes me feel a little sad looking at how they have all these wild animals locked up in cages like prisoners. But luckily for him, it looks like somebody left the cage open for the beast of the Classic Physique division, Longeaux. Last weekend, Stanimal and his team dropped another round of sick updates that gave his fans a sneak peek at what he's bringing to the biggest party of the year 2 weeks out from now. Once you get to know his personality, Stanimal is one of those guys you can't help but fall in love with if you're a fan. And I'm sure we'll all see a whole new Stanimal nation out there in full force once their guy touches down out there on the Vegas Strip. A few weeks ago, Jaguars cornerback Jalen Ramsey made all sorts of headlines when he went on one of the most epic trash talk rants in NFL history. And as far as I'm concerned right now, 212 standout Dwayne Quamina is the Jalen Ramsey of bodybuilding. With less than 2 weeks to go now before his Olympia debut, King Q and his personal hype machine cranked it all the way up to level 10. And to tell you the truth, if I looked as good as he does, I'd probably be running my mouth too. The 212 lineup has a few wild cards sprinkled in this year, and Quamina is definitely one of them. So if he can go out there and live up to his own billing, you all but guarantee that this guy will turn into one of the biggest stars of the entire weekend. Alright guys, I need you to do me a favor and stop chewing on that dry chicken for a second and pay attention. You remember those times back in high school when those distractingly hot girls would walk into a party and everyone would stop and try to process what was happening? Well, that's how Classic Physique fans feel about Chris Bumstead right about now. The number 2 ranked athlete on the planet is coming back to this year's Olympia looking to settle the score on his unfinished business from last year. And I can promise you that everyone in the building is going to buckle up and pay attention when this guy finally steps on stage. I'm already on record as saying that what Bumstead brings to the table is something completely different than everyone else in the division. So if we get him at his 100% best, the battle for that number 1 spot is going to be something epic. It seems like every year there's at least one team or one player who breaks out during the NFL preseason and keeps right on rolling straight through the year. And when I look at this year's Men's Physique Olympia lineup, second-year standout Kyron Holden gives me a little bit of that same feeling. The 2018 San Jose Pro winner is heading into his first official IFBB playoff, looking to prove to the rest of the division that what they saw earlier in the year was only a small sample of what he's got coming down the pike. Holden is one of those small-waisted, round muscle guys that shines like new money when they're at 100%. And with his date with Destiny rapidly approaching, I know a lot of people who are anxious to see what other tricks this guy's got up his sleeve. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.